Hello everybody and welcome back. Last time we talked about some of the plans that I had for this world, and after recording that episode, I did continue to play a little bit. I got sick, so I didn't record at that time, and then we got some news about the 1.18 update. So some interesting things are gonna be happening here. First off, I am already in 1.18, and we're gonna check out some things involving that here in a minute. But first, I wanted to show you what I had done after the end of the last episode. So, I did continue working on these areas over here. And I just kind of wanted to show you what I've done. So we've got interesting. There's no villager in here. I did not realize that when I was in here. Oh wait, is he hiding? Is he invisible? What is going on here? Okay, well, apparently he's still here. But there's obviously something going on. Where is he? Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, I really ended up liking this design of the glass supported by the framework, and I have plans to have some sort of like oh, there he is. How did I miss him? I climbed up that, didn't I? Whatever. But I was planning on doing something like, I don't know, iron blocks or something industrial to like go around the outside of this to kind of give it that structural look on the outside. Space Dome needs to be secure kind of thing. Well, anyways, so he's been farming potatoes. Obviously, one over there is going to be carrots. Down here, I worked up this design, and these 4 shroom lights, I think they're called, is enough to light that inner stem. So every one of these spaces can grow with just these 4 lights, which is awesome. It's really compact, and it's in a circle, and it actually produces really well. I've actually emptied this a couple of times since I built it, and I think that I was going to go with, well, originally I was thinking of doing just a full-on tower, 5-6 layers at least, pumpkins and then melons over here. But it's a lot of redstone stuff that I just didn't have. So I was probably going to switch it over to a little bit of a cheaper design just to get the height, because that one layer actually produces a decent amount. Other progress, I don't remember. It's actually been a minute since I've played. But those were the main ones. Starting to work on villager stuff too. Getting my weaponsmith up so I could get some of the weapons and whatever. Just making progress. But then we found out that with the new update comes a change to how seeds work. So in 1.18, my world won't generate the same as it would have in 1.17. So I'm really sad about that. And I know that they've done a lot of work with like the biome blending and all of that. But I don't know, there's something about it that just, because it's such a significant change to world generation, I feel like I've already made the decision. I am going to be creating a new world. So this is basically going to serve as a world tour for this world. It won't be very long because, there's not too much to show, actually. A lot of infrastructure, but not very showy. I mean, honestly, this bridge is the showiest thing that I've done, and it's not even done. So what I'm going to end up doing is I've already hunted down a 1.18 seed. I am going to continue with so I found a seed that, I completely missed that. I found a seed that has the Mushroom Island with a end portal. I really like that idea, that concept of just having it there at the base. Very, very easily accessible. The original reason that I actually started bringing these guys out here, and I was doing a lot of infrastructure here in the end, was because I was planning to do a reset on the overworld. So basically pick up everything that I have, bring it in here to the end, reset the overworld so that it would get a clean, there wouldn't need to be like the removal of the bedrock layer and, the terrain added underneath. I was just going to do a full reset of it. But with the change to how the seeds work, that's not going to work anymore. I checked this seed in the overworld, and it's not what I want. So I'm going to be using a new seed that I found, and I'll show you guys that here in a bit. First things first, I'm going to switch over to spectator mode real quick and start kind of showing you everything else here that we're leaving behind. Alright, over here at the main end island, there's not too much to show, but just the bridge again connecting to the platform. Just a little bit of stuff going on here just to, make the walk up on nicer. And there's the flying machine set up, and there's our one portal out to the outer islands. Just fought the dragon the once, so not much to show here. Can you not? Oh, I didn't know you couldn't do that in spectator. And here we are at the Mushroom Island. Talked to you about some of the plans that I had last time. I still have a lot of similar plans for the new world. Like I said, we're going to be on another Mushroom Island. It's actually going to be a fair bit bigger than this, though. The one that I found is pretty substantial. Like, this whole thing fits into rendering distance just about. If I come over this way, it probably will. You can just barely not see the edge there. And so the other one is massive compared to this. But this here, I haven't decided yet if I want to rebuild it in the new world. If I do, I'm absolutely going to decorate it in the way that I teased out last episode. But I'm not going to tell you what that is just yet. So I'll probably rebuild that just because it is nice to have the varied drops. Over here, this is our end portal. It's kind of off the island a little bit, which didn't bother me, but I actually, the new world has it in the island, like inland. So that's kind of cool. What else have we got to show? Just a bunch of like ragtag, like farming setups, or my llama collection. These guys all came from faraway places. Not sure what happened to their owners though. Then I'm just going to peek at some of the underground stuff. So down this ladder is our little XP area from early on. Just two spawners. This one zombie, and this one cave spider. Wow, it is hard to see. So cave spider here. And they just funnel into this center area. I moved most of the stuff out of this room. But yeah, that's where that's at. And then I've explored a lot of the caves in this area. Also missed quite a few as well. They just didn't connect up. Wow, look at how close. I mean, it makes sense, but the stronghold is just right over there. That's why I was expecting to find it. But these caves just didn't join up. Huh. So yeah, that's interesting. One of the main things I'm actually curious about is now that I'm in 118, here's those geodes, by the way. Never really did much with them, just a little bit of clearing so that I could come down and harvest them on occasion. But I want to check out the lower caves because they're supposed to have generated in. And yeah, here they are. This is them. So as you can see, I've explored pretty much everything above that, above this level. But down below, I have not. I just, out of curiosity, I want to take a look real quick to see what we have, what we would have had if we had stuck with this world. Night vision. Oh, we would have gained a spawner. Just a spider spawner. Another one over here. This is zombie. Still no skeleton. Oh. Look at that. That would have been cool to find. What are we looking at? Zombie and spider. Still no skeleton. Man. I just cannot get some luck on the skeleton spawners, man. So it doesn't look like we have the special biomes. Yeah, I'm not seeing dripstone or lush. Yeah, other than those couple of spawners, it doesn't look like there's too much going for these caves down here. One thing I'm curious about is whether or not they actually... The way that they generated the new terrain looks like there's this harsh dividing line, which it would have been nice if they had like here, if this had like continued up and like actually connected to these existing caves. But the way that they've done it, you just kind of have to dig down looking for them. So, alright, well, as far as the world tour goes, there's only one other place that I can think of that's worth visiting. And yeah, let's do it. So this is a desert island, literally an island that consists of only the desert biome. This is one of the first places that I got villagers. This is where I've been collecting my sand, and what I was planning on doing was actually harvesting all of the sand, all of the sandstone, and just leaving the stone in place to kind of just create like a wasteland. Some of you may have seen something done by Izuma that, that's basically where that comes from. I thought it would be cool because it's an island, for it to be its own crazy biome. Maybe I would have added to it, maybe not, I don't know. But I like the idea. If you're gonna remove the sand, make it cool. Do something with it. But as you can see, this is I've not only been gathering the sand, but I've also been gathering the village materials. If you were wondering where I got my smooth sandstone for my bridge in the end, well, here it is. I'm actually surprised that there's still village left standing. It seems like that bridge would take a lot more materials than it actually did, but I'm guessing it helps that a lot of it was slabs. So it basically every block I mined was good for 2 blocks of distance between the islands. But anyways, yeah, this is really the only other place that I've done anything major in this world. There's a savannah village over there, which is where I got my savannah villagers. And then over here is kind of where I had been gathering ice, which I never finished gathering that iceberg there. And then there was one over here. Yeah, right here. I never finished taking this one out either. This one was just kind of like random all by itself. But anyways, yeah, so this world, I liked it. I really did have plans for it, and I'm sad to see those go, but most of them are transferable to a new world as well. So I think I'm going to jump over to that world to just kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're going to be playing with moving forward. So here it is. Like I said, it's a lot bigger than the other one. It fades off in the distance there in basically every direction. Directly beneath me is where the end portal is at. So, basically right in a good spot to make a significant building of sorts. I have ideas starting to form. But yeah, so this island is actually broken up into a couple pieces. There's this like northern island, which on its own is actually a decent size. I don't think it goes much further. Yeah, I think that's the end of it there. So there's this island here that's basically completely disconnected by this water here, even though it's still the Mushroom Island biome. There's this nice water like barrier that kind of breaks it up, and then other than this little bit of land here beneath me, this kind of has the same thing going on. It's kind of like an island of its own, and it stops there. So this third one over here, this is the biggest chunk of this island, and this one by itself is already bigger than the one from our previous world. It's got a little bit of shape to it. It's got this huge, like, ravine. Is that even a ravine? What is that feature there? Like, open cave system? I don't know what they call them, but then it extends down here to the south a little bit, kind of like a peninsula. So that's cool. One thing that I like about it is it's going to give me a lot of room to build larger, not have to worry about running out of space. And one of the other cool things is there's actually a few like little islands off over here. So not much going on with that one, but there's the one I already passed. This one over here. That's the main island that was to the east. Just connected in that one little like land bridge. So there's an island here, that island there. I think this is going to be the Guardian temple that I take out. And there's even an island over here. And this one is decent sized. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with them, but I like that they're here. And yeah, it's just, I really do like this island, even though it's a little bit bigger than I would have preferred. I think in the long game that's going to be an advantage though. And then there's one more surprise about this. And with it being this big, some of you might be thinking, oh, you're playing with, the large biomes. Nope. This is a regular generated world. And right over here, this is what's almost unbelievable about it, is there is another Mushroom Island. And this one, I think, is even bigger than the one that's behind me. And it's solid. Like, it is just pure landscape. Like, it's not broken up. Like, it's got some big cave features in it. But this place is huge. Like, it's mostly flat, but it's got some shape to it. As you can see there, the tree. What are they called? Azalea? I don't remember. But so what's below here is some lush cave. Unfortunately, it's not under the other island, which is the one I'll be probably on primarily. But like this one's huge. It's got this little bit of a water inlet. I mean, you could almost call it a huge lake. Or is it a sea? I don't know. Real world, I don't know what this would be called, but it's pretty significantly separated on all sides from the rest of the ocean. I mean, this over here was close, but I mean, it's still a pretty significant piece of land. Anyways, I have no idea if I'm even going to do anything with this large island. Like, I don't know. The only thing that comes to mind would be to like build a city on it, just like purely cosmetic, but who knows? We'll see. Yeah, I think this is going to be interesting, and like I said, this one has the end portal right in a good spot inland. I think it's right around this area here. I'm just going to take a quick sneak peek underground. I try not to do too much. I just wanted to confirm that it was here. I've been using chunk base to sort through seeds, and one of the earlier seeds that I had checked out, it said that it was going to have an end city, or a stronghold, and there was no stronghold to be found. The islands were also a bit more broken up in that one, which was not a problem. I actually kind of liked how it had broken it up. It was kind of like an island chain almost, just because of how it generated so low, whereas this island, like, it's got some pretty steep shorelines. So, but anyways, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in this. Can give you an old tour of the old world, I should say, and then kind of show you the new one here. Just a little bit of a sneak peek. And I think the only other thing that I want to say is I am thinking about progress. Because I'm starting again, and I just finished basically setting up my infrastructure, I'm trying to think, is there a way that I could speed up progress in this world by kind of taking advantage of the infrastructure of my old world? And I'm still playing around with some ideas. I haven't fully decided on anything just yet. One thought that I had was basically leaving my end dimension as it is now and basically copying that over into the new world. The only issue I have with that is I do want the generation to be consistent, so I would need to find a way to have the end generate using my original seed, but have the overworld and the nether of this world use this seed. And I did a little bit of research into it, and it seems like it's possible, but I don't know if I want to mess with it too much. If it's not just a quick setup, then I don't think I'm gonna like messing around with that. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just leave my ender chest intact and just carry over my player data, because then as soon as I get an ender chest, I'd have access to all my stuff again. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards now. If I do that, I might make the recipe to craft an ender chest a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I think the only other thing that I want to mention at this point is my website. It is up and functional, and I already have my redstone Datapack on there. I've used it in 1.16 and 1.17 with no problems. I can't say that it's 100% complete, but it is there. It should continue to work in 1.18. I will be testing that here rather quickly, because before I start this new adventure, I plan on getting my 2x2 building blocks data pack settled, fully tested in 1.18, and when I start this world, I want at a minimum those two data packs to be 100%. So that's kind of what I've been working on in addition to my website. I'm going to get that up soon. Basically what that means though is I'm not going to start playing in this world until that's done. So there might be a little bit of a delay in video between this and the next, at least as far as the Let's Play is concerned. But since I'm going to be working on Datapack stuff, yeah, maybe I'll get a Datapack video out. I think I've only done the one so far, and I need to keep working on that. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Anyways, until next time, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.